Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is ZIZA and I'm going to be taking you through ZIZA Forex Strategy as usual. As from the previous video, you can see we made a profit on this trade starting from profit of $70. I don't know how many pips those were, but you can calculate the pips if you want to. So, but the most important thing is the profit targets were hit. I had set my profit target to here, this white line, and price came from all the way up to here. It almost hit my stop loss. It was around here, almost hit my stop loss. Yeah, but price went all the way up to here. Yeah, so sometimes, as you will know, if you're using this app, sometimes you don't exactly go back to where you were in terms of the trades you are taking, but you can always trace back and mark the charts again. So that's what will be happening in this video sometimes. So it's just the app issues, but all in all, it doesn't stop us from back testing, and we're going to continue from where we stopped. Ideally, we're going to test all these these pairs, starting from Euros all the way to down, so that we see if the account will to basically test the strategy to see if it's profitable or not profitable. So we have a lot of work to do, but it doesn't stop us from doing it. So let's back to the daily, and we continue our ZIZA Forex strategy. Kindly like and subscribe and share so that we have live videos for more authenticity and transparency. For those who doubt this strategy, let's continue and we see if it will generate profits or losses long term. So price has gone down, so I'm just going to look for another area to trade. So it has broken the previous low, which is here. Price came here, broke this high but didn't form another high, so it decided to come back down and break this low slightly. Let's wait and see. Okay, it's going down, so let me just remove these lines, sorry. Alright, we have a more clearer chart. And the line I'm going to mark is currently this one. If I'm to mark it, let's wait and see for our, I would call it a reversal candle that implies that price may opt to go in the opposite direction. That one is not enough. Price is going down. Actually, if you're in this trade, you'd definitely make crazy profits. Imagine from this around here up to this, so you would actually hold the trade. Yeah, but we follow the rules of the game. Ideally, you would have certain let's say you would have like 3 trades of the same currency and same area, and close maybe 2 as they hit this and leave 1 to just ride. So it depends on how you feel, but the most important thing is not the trades, it's the strategy and how it helps you trade. Okay, as if we have a sort of a candle here, this one. So I'm just going to mark it here as if that's a bullish candle. It appears as if it's going up. Just going to mark it there. Then I'm going to mark my low. This price appears to be going down. Looking for the high. The high. I think this price just went down. This is one move. I think the high at in my view is around here. Okay, so let's go to our 1 hour. Looking for a trend. There's not really much of a trend, but let's see. Let's play it out. Play it out. I didn't get a trend, and price went down either way. So some of you could argue that this is a trend, but it's not very significant for me because this price didn't break this other high to form more structure. So I believe this is one move all the way from here going down up to here, right? I believe that's one move. All right, let's go to the daily. Let's look for a better candle or a better area. Still going down. Just imagine you're in that trade. You held the trade, you'd be in deep profits, man. Deep profits, really. Because from all the way up to here, up to this, all these are profits. So that move would be massive, like real massive, like it's a move that would change your life. So forex, there are moves like this. Definitely, they come rarely, but it depends on your strategy. So if your strategy allows you these moves, then you're in deep profits. So ideally, it's all about the risk to reward. So if you had, like I said earlier, 3 trades here, and all of them hit two hit take profit, and you keep one, you'd be in massive profits as long as your stop loss is well known. Okay, not yet, not yet. Okay, we have a candle that appears to show price as if it's going up. Let us remove the previous lines. Call low, white line. How high? I think it's this one. Not very clear at the moment, but I consider this is my opinion, so you can have a different opinion. So I consider that as a high. So I would definitely go to mark this line as well. This kind of relevant because it appears price is going up. That is where the confusion starts, in my own opinion, because buyers are thinking that price is reversing. As you can see, it's showing as if of a reversal. And I think that's where the market makes the most profits, through that confusion. Okay. Trying to look for a trend. I think I can mark those 2 points. Let's wait and see. Debatable, especially this area. It doesn't appear to be a valid low, because it's ideally it would have come here, because this is, as you follow price is coming down. Ideally, the only area that you would consider that as a break would be here. So this area I don't think is a strong point, but I'll make my lines there. So now I'll look for divergence at the moment. Let me see if you can have a divergence or an overbought or oversold. In this case, overbought area. That is 72 overbought, correct. Only other area I'd consider as valid is here, probably 70. So not a divergence, but an overbought area, probably causing this sort of a break in this trend line. That's my opinion. And to give validity to this area here, let me draw it. So this, I don't think this is a strong point, but I'm just going to give it the benefit of a doubt. Sometimes you have to you have to give those areas the benefit of the doubt, and this is my area where I'll enter when I see the exact candle patterns I'm looking for. So price broke that trend line and price didn't even show the candle patterns I'm looking for. So this is good on my side in that it will give me more valid points. I need to look for more valid points. Price is going up. I'm going to consider this as a valid point. Let me first remove that trend line. So yes, I'm going to consider this as a valid point. So let's look for the break. Basically, I'm going to write it out and see if we look for. Okay, we have a break. Let's see the RSI, what it says. The highest point here is here. Not really. $73 of about. I think the lowest point would be this one. I mean the previous high, 72. It's just showing an overbought area, no divergence. 73. So I'm going to look for a valid point, valid area. Okay, there is one here. Looking for kind of a stick pattern around there. There's no valid area here. There's another one here. Okay, so let's wait for price to reach those areas. Not yet. I think price will want with. Okay, it came. Thank God I didn't overplay it. I'm going to come here. I'm going to enter. My stop loss will be above this week. So let's mark that a different color. I'm selling. Okay. Wicked out, which is okay. No big deal. Waiting for one more trade and we see. Okay. I think I missed a valid area here. You can see it's sort of a fair value gap right here. It's too many lines, right? I know. Okay, let's wait for an engulfing candle pattern. Okay, we have one. Not your typical one, but it's an engulfing candle pattern. Two are much better, but I can go with one. Not the first. I want to get an first engulfing candle pattern like this because there I would have to wait for another one. But this one, price went up, tried to go up again, formed an engulfing. It's not a guarantee to go down, but at least those ones are. I have more confidence in them. So this is my last trade on this area. If it fails, I look for a third one maybe here, or when the rules say I'm not supposed to trade more than two, so I'll just leave it and place my sell. Oh, the stop loss will be above this. There's no wick here. Hold on. So it will be around here. There's no wick, so you can say to use the area here, but it's a bit too far from. It's around there. Let's wait and see. I may be stopped out. Let's wait. Usually, from my experience, I'm sure if price consolidates, it doesn't push down from this. Price consolidates, it goes back up usually. So I've been stopped out, which is okay. Three is okay. So I'm just going to wait for it. You can opt to trade again here, which is okay. But I'm just going to leave this area again. I'm going to look for another area. So you can see price went up, went back down. I'm out of the trades. It went back down after a struggle. Yeah, but me I was out anyway. All right, let's look for another area. So I've made two losses on that trade. We shall record all of them later on. Yeah, it happens. So I'm going to look for another area. Okay, got another area. Yeah, mark it as quickly as possible. This video shouldn't be so long as well. I'll decide to watch through. If it fits your personality, if this strategy fits your personality, you can go ahead and trade it. So go to the 1 hour after marking those 4 lines. All right. So look for a trend in the opposite direction, which I'm not getting at all. Looking for valid points to put the trend line. Okay, still. One would say these are valid points, but not enough. Not enough because price came here. Looking for the next, I'll look for another one, but it stopped here. So not really valid, right? Okay, price went and hit this low. It's going to go back. Cool. But the daily, okay, we have something. You know, most forex traders or people who want to attract people to use your strategy will show you the lifestyle and will show you all these winners that they've made, less of the losers. But man, sometimes you need hardcore strategy. Hardcore strategy. Trade it for different pairs and you let people judge. See this account trade from 1000, we're at 516. I'm open for any comments, honestly. There are a lot of scams out there, yeah, so you have to be careful as well as a forex trader, especially when you're a beginner. I've also been scammed as well. It's a cruel world out there. People want to make money off you. At the end of the day, you decide to develop your own strategy and be like, it's a do or die for me. So you'll have a lot of resistance, you'll lose a lot of friends, but at the end of the day, the goals matter. Okay, so this is how the 1 hour looks like. So price came from here, broke this high. I'm looking for another break. Look for valid points. Okay, I've got some valid points. So I'm going to draw my trend line like this. So you should remove the mindset of a bias right now. So I'm going to look for the break in trend line. That's the next step. Okay, this is a serious break. Okay, I'm still going to look, just first check the RSI. 72 overbought. Was it a divergence? 80, yeah, divergence. In terms of difference in divergence, one could say it's big or less. Oh, doesn't matter really. So I'm going to look for an area of interest. I'm not seeing any area of interest. This week covered all this. This week covered all this. There's a tiny one right here. It's really tiny. No, not here. Around here. Let's see. Yeah, it's there, but it's really small. I'm going to mark it either way. Price goes there and shows me the kind of patterns that I'm looking for. I might sell. I wouldn't go against this trend. I mean this break. And but in case, okay, price has gone down either way. All right, let's look for our trades. There's nothing to be bad about. You may have long, so these are like weeks of not having a trade. So people go to forex trading for different reasons. So I'm marking this. And target the short for the long gains or the short gains basically. So people want short gains usually because they need quick cash to solve their problems. But if you have other sources of income and make this as something that you want to plan long term, I think that's the best solution. Building something over time to make sure that the structures and foundations of your trading are prioritized over the ability or the desire to want your gains. There you build structure other than fantasy or desire. Okay, valid points. Let's wait. We have broken a bit. Let's see if this break was an RSI 80 of about. Was it? Yeah, divergence. 78, no divergence. So points of interest. Let's mark them. None here, none here. I think the only one that was is here. Make it yellow. I think I'll be marking them yellow. Yellow. Okay. Let's see, goes up. Still looking for that engulfing kind of pattern. Just doesn't look it's there. Okay, I have one. It's way up here. I think usually as long as it's somehow within this area here, from here to here, I'm going to enter by all means. Maybe and my loss will be there. That blue or red. So I'm going to sell. Maybe a loss. Let's wait and see. Okay, cool. Price is going down. Our target again is right here. And the daily it looks like this. Be here. So on the 1 hour, let's wait and see. I could be wrong, I could be right, but let's wait and see. Price is consolidating right there. May decide to go up. It's meeting a lot of resistance. Let's wait and see. Let me speed it up a bit. Okay, had gone up. It's not a good sign. Meeting against that line is keeping my stop loss. This line right here. Oof, price may decide to go up really. Yep, too much resistance. We're from it going down again. Let's speed it up. It has consolidated. This is frustrating really to any person who having to wait all these hours just for price to hit your target profit. It's really frustrating. Imagine you have a profit, then it goes back and hits your stop loss. That's happened to me many times. So one way you can do it is that you have different profit targets. You say this line here, I have a profit target number one, number two, then you leave another one to ride. So that in case price hits your profit target and goes back to your stop loss, at the end of the day, you're still in profits. If you know what I mean. So different ways to see it. Okay, price has decided to come down 246. Let's wait and see if it will continue down. All right, I'm going to get out. um, I'm supposed to get out. Okay, it has went the second time, so I'm getting out. I'm supposed to get out from here, but I just played the thing too fast, so it has hit my profit target. So the strategy has generated a profit. All right, test it anywhere. Test this strategy anywhere you want and modify it to the best of your personality, really. But it makes profit. That's what I'm assured of. It makes losses as well, but let's focus on the wins versus the losses. So 240. Let's record that 240. I'll definitely record all this. So 756. Yep. So I'm going to look for another area. Kindly like and subscribe. I'll always keep posting my content either way. And for those interested, you can always comment. For those who haven't understood, you can see price is going down. So imagine you had one trade that you had left to ride and you'd be in massive profits. Actually, this account would go back to 1,000. Let the strategy be your judge, not not your lifestyle. People prefer looking at the good things than the bad things, than the hard work, actually. Focus on the hard work. None of us is born with talent of forex trading for those traders out there. And every trader makes a loss. Even if the best of the best, they must make a loss. So I'm going to be doing this on repeat until people adapt to it. I have some accounts running. I have one live account running, but I want to go live. I don't want to be trading. I want to be trading records like this one. It's only the back testing I'm going to be recording, but I want to really go live so that you all see strategy on the live chats, so that you appreciate if my strategy is worth it really. No, wait. Yes, so I'm going to mark again 1 hour. So in 2015 at this moment in time, we still have a lot to go, but let's put in the work, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put in the work. I'm a follower of Goggins, and his motivational quotes are just mad, just mad. So let's put in the work. Not a valid point at the moment. Let me look for okay. Price is going up. I'm seeing valid points. I've marked the valid points, which is here and here. Price is going up, which is just what we want. Slight break. I think I missed it. Shall we consider this? It's only one kind of break, so let's look for two candles to be more specific, to be more valid. Okay, that looks like a valid break. So valid. I mean, no, the RSI. Sorry, the RSI. What does the RSI say? 77 over about. Is there a divergence? No, I think I'll consider this as a high point. The two are on the same line. So this is 74. This is 71. This is 7. So there's no divergence according to me. Let's mark this line as an area of interest. Wait for price to go back up there. Let's not just the market. Let's wait for price to go back up. Price is going back up. Let's push. Oh, it has gone. So this point is just our area. Sometimes price comes here a little bit up, but does not continue further. I consider this as an area from between here. As long as it hits this area, from here to this side, I'm looking for what? Entries. So let's look for an bearish engulfing. Is that an engulfing? Not clear. Almost, not clear. Let's look for a better one. Okay, we have one. Ladies and gentlemen, we have one. I'm going to put my stop loss just slightly above this, right? Around here. You can't put it above here, I know. Let me look for around here. If it hits this, I'm out. Sell. So, let be right. Yeah. Is that almost? Looks like it tapped it. Let's get out. Let me look for one more trade, an engulfing kind of pattern. I'm still within. It's still okay. That's one engulfing. One more. We need an engulfing. Up. Not yet. Okay. The last trade of this is here. I'm going to enter and put my stop loss above this. If it fails, man, I'm out. I'm looking for another area. So let's look for areas, because an area, the more areas you have, the more chances of 50-50. But if you chase the market, it's probably going to make more losses, right? Hold on. Let's see. Let me put it around here. Make it yellow. So I'm placing my last sell. Okay. This is going down. Okay. Not bad. We don't know if it's going to go down, but let's wait and see. Price looks like it's going up. What's our strategy? Trust the strategy. Trust the strategy. That should be running through your mind 24/7 until it hurts, ladies and gentlemen. So if you had take profits below this line, you'd have gotten out one or two, depending. Me, I'm going for this white line, and we see. But you can see if you add it up, you're almost at 1,000 back. Let's wait for it to play out. 300. Okay, it's going up. It's going up, ladies and gentlemen. It's going back up. I may be wrong, I may be right. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. This is when the test of your nerves comes in, the psychology. Are you trusting the strategy or trusting your psychology? What else do you trust? Your ex-girlfriend. Price is going up, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes it does and goes to hit your stop loss. Let's wait and see. As unpredictable as a woman. Hey, yeah. The yellow line is coming. Just imagine from 240 all the way back up to here. Crazy. 3.2. Let me see. I put my stop loss. The yellow line. It happens, man. Recently, I've been in a trade and it happened, and I was like, "It is what it is." Am I out? Almost. Just one more trade and I'm out. Almost. Yeah, I'm out. So that's the loss. Let's get out for this area. This area's messed us up. Let's look for another area, right? So this moment in time, I have to let price move out of this area and look for better areas. This area is not an area I feel like I need to trade now. Ideally, I would go to another currency, look for an area that's fitting my personality. So let's remove all these lines because they're going to be useless. Remember the area is here. Anything above that or below that, I'm okay. So you can see how many losses or profits you'd have made here. Just mad. Price went up, price went back down. I mean, price has broken. If it goes up, you can see. Ladies and gentlemen, the earlier you get out of an area, you can see what this mess that it created. So these are the things that the markets like, right? I think 90% of markets are like this because it's the one who generates more profits for the so-called big players. So if you say within this area, you're going to only have 2 trades maximally, that will be it. Your first trade may be a loss, right? But a small loss. Your second trade may be a profit, but a big profit. At the end of the day, you make a big profit. If your first trade is a loss and your next trade is a loss, you make a small loss, a small double loss. If your first trades is a win, then you win. At the end of the day, if you count your profits and wins, right? Let's say you make you have a chance of making in terms of number, let's say you have 2 chances, right? You have 2 chances. Either the first chance you either make a win or a loss, right? Second chance you ever make a win or a win and a win. Okay, I didn't get that right, but first chance you have either win or a loss. So if you make a loss, it's a small loss. Then you make the next trade, you make a win, right? It covers the loss, right? Because the risk to reward favors the win. Okay. So the risk to reward is always in your favor at all times, even if you make a loss in the first trade. So if your strategy is able to give you a higher win ratio or risk to reward at all times of the day or of trading, you'll always make what? Wins. You can see price That's where price is going, how price is going to get out of this area. Still dilly dallying. You can imagine how long it has stayed in this area. How many weeks or days? Slightly going down, breaking this area, but still we need to be very sure by it forming another one or forming another one, but still you can see if you're not in this area, if you're not trading in this area, you minimize the chances of making more losses than wins, or more losses, sorry. So you look for price to break that one. Okay, very good. So this is what we're looking for. Price to go up, continue and break that. That's very good. I may stammer at times. I'm just getting used to YouTube. It's not something I imagined myself doing, but here I am. I may lose words here and there, or I may fail to make the right words or the right statements correctly. I may mispronounce some things, but I'm learning. All I'm just showing is my authenticity. I've not trained for this. I'm just giving you the raw me. Okay, this is it's. I need to remove the previous lines. Okay. As you follow the strategy, you'll just understand what I'm doing basically from the previous videos. Right? Limit your trades, by the way. Be like, today only 2 trades, and that's the policy. At the end of the week, you look back and say, okay, am I in wins or in losses? Let's go to the 1 hour. I'm looking for valid points. I'm not seeing any valid points. Price has gone up instead. Okay. Daily. Let's look for another area. Okay, good. Let's eliminate all lines. Draw new ones. This is 1. This is 2. Oh, by the way, I do follow some YouTube channels as well. I believe they have authentic content. Iman Trading is top notch. Honestly, I like the way he uncovers liars. Who else? I think Paul and Tom. I think those are the legends. Apparently, they have very good trading advice. And one of my favorites as well. Who else? Well, I used to have others, but the Story Trades. Story Trades looks legit. Our trend line strategies. I'm using trend lines in this strategy as well. So it's amazing how some simple things carry relevance. Yeah. So going down our. So I'm doing my best to follow the strategy to the maximum, so that you also maybe follow your strategies and trust them. Don't chase the markets, you just follow the strategy. Looking for valid points at this moment in time. Valid points I have are here. This is 1, this is 2. Very gentle sloping trend line. Let's see on the daily if price has reversed. Not yet. just probably broken a structure low with this white line, but not showing reversal. Lower highs and lower lows. Okay, let's play it out, we see. Okay, you can try to draw another trend line here. And it points generally. And decide where your valid points, where your points of interest. Okay, it broke this one. Let's try to look for this one and we see. So the RSI, what does the RSI say? $32, which is not oversold. This is 28 of an is it a valid oversold area? Let's see. Price scan here and back down here. It break this area. Broke this area, went up here, and broke down. So it's more of this one, current relevance, because price went up, came down. Yeah, this one is too tiny. I'm going to consider this as an area of RSI candle that I would look at. Oh, it's declining. 23. Okay, 23. And 32, that's divergence. It has more relevance on my side because I know it's causing this move. It's not a guarantee, but at least I have some confidence. So area of interest, I've marked it. And I'll stop looking at this if price goes below this level. So let's wait for price to reach there. Price has come. Okay, let's see. It has gone up a bit. Okay. If it shows the bullish engulfing, I'm entering the trade. I'm entering this trade. I'm placing a buy. Stop loss somewhere around here, just above the wick. An area that is comfortable for you generally. I'll get yellow. Let me place, okay, I'll place the buy. And I'm out. One more trade and I get out of the area if it's a loss. I make a profit if it's okay. Okay. I still have one more trade to go. This area has just shown me this trend line has not showed me valid points. So let me eliminate it. I mean, consider that as a valid point in this trend line. One more trade. I would ideally also wait for this trend line to consider my trade, but let me do that one. Is it going to break? It's breaking. What does the RSI say? I don't know too much about RSI, but 25. Okay, that's an over sold area. What's the other low area? That is, I think it's this one, right? This price went up, came down. Yeah, it's this one. 32, 25, just over. It's not, there's no divergence. So look for an area of interest. You can just show you the divergence is not always right? Looking for price to come back down. It's instead going up, you can imagine it. I want it to come down. Come down to my area of interest. Come down. Not yet. The yellow line, the yellow line, the yellow line, the yellow. Go back down. Hey, that's why it's, yeah, it didn't, it went, but it did not show engulfing pattern. Yeah. So we didn't enter. So those are some of the protective factors as well. Looking for certain pattern in a given area. So it was respecting this trend line basically. Okay, let's play it. Let's look at our daily. Now I know there may be lower lows and lower highs which I've seen. So I need another candle. Yes, it has been formed. Okay, so this is the low. This is the high. Where is it? Um, let's see. Making that candle. It appears price is going up. I've marked it. No valid points on the trend line. None. Go back to the daily. Okay, in 2017 at the moment. Okay. So I'm going to mark this point here. Remember this was the low. Mark this low. This high. You can see the candle is forming after breaking this, but until it breaks this area again from here, I'll consider this as another. I'll still consider this as price going down, right? Until it forms, it breaks this area and goes and forms another high. So the area you'd have to try to mark this area as well, because 1 hour, my battery is about to black out. Okay. Okay, price has broken the trend line. Looking for an area of interest, which is this yellow thing here. Price goes there and shows my engulfing pattern. I am okay. I think price went there. I need to enter. Let's wait for it to do it again. Still waiting for here. It to break here. Let me change my mind. Okay. It's not typical. I'm going to risk it either way. Sell. Almost. I'm out 11, negative 11, which is okay. One more trade and I get out of this area. Okay. I'm out of that area. So I made one loss. 692 from 700. Remember, I went for 500, 700. We are now on 692. Looks like price is going up because of the higher highs and higher lows. Okay, now our candles come. Low, high, candle. Just eliminate this line. And draw the lines again and distinguish white and other lines. This is white. This is white. This is red. This is red. Okay. Let's see if price give me valid points. I think I have some valid points. There's another trend line here. As if very valid points. Okay, let me give you benefit of the doubt. There is no area of interest. Slightly here. Alright, battery's down. Let me look for a charger.